Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool to get chance to sign Ballon d'Or nominated striker. Liverpool signed Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike last summer for a combined total of around £200 million. But that hasn't stopped Arne Slot and Richard Hughes from being linked with signing even more centre-forwards in the coming transfer windows. Isak has taken his time to get up to speed, having joined from Newcastle short of a pre-season, and Ekitike has levelled off after a strong start. Time to go for Guirassy. Therefore Liverpool could add to their options in 2026, to cover issues around form, fitness and suspension. One name potentially in the frame could well be Serhou Guirassy. The 29-year-old striker currently plays for Borussia Dortmund, scoring 45 times in 65 games for the Bundesliga giants. He joined the German side from Stuttgart on a deal worth €18 million back in 2024, but he has been tipped to move on in summer 2026. PL clubs to be offered Guirassy. Guirassy is under contract until 2028 but is believed to have a release clause for certain clubs in his deal. A report in Team Talk now claims that Manchester United will be among the teams offered the chance to sign the French-born striker, but that Liverpool may also have the chance to do a deal. Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea are other English clubs that would have the opportunity to sign Guirassy, but it is Man United who could be more likely to be targeted by intermediaries trying to push a move. The report reads, Guirassy nominated for Ballon d'Or. Guirassy finished 21st on the 2025 Ballon d'Or shortlist and has been among European football's hottest marksmen over the last few campaigns. Last season he was the joint top scorer in the Champions League, scoring 13 times alongside Barcelona's Rafinha. He once again got his campaign off to a terrific goal-scoring start, netting 4 times in his first 3 Bundesliga games, but has only scored once in his last 6. It would be a surprise to see Liverpool move for another high-profile striker so soon after doing deals for Ekitike and Isak, but opportunities to sign Guirassy might not come around very often. Liverpool are closing in on massive transfer breakthroughs as Arne Slot targets a Ballon d'Or nominated striker and a £100m rated genius midfielder. With David Ornstein confirming key developments and top journalists reporting 2 world-class signings in progress, the Reds could be preparing for one of their most spectacular windows ever. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Arne Slot wants brilliant wonderkid as next Liverpool signing. Liverpool transfers, Arne Slot already eyeing next signing. Just months after a record-breaking summer, which saw Liverpool spend around £450 million on incomings, attention is starting to turn towards the January window. New signings Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong failed to hit the ground running and left many questioning whether the hierarchy at Anfield got their recruitment completely wrong. Of course, there's plenty of time to carve a successful career on Merseyside, but Liverpool's disastrous season has placed them under the spotlight. 5 defeats in their last 6 league games has left Arne Slot's side 8 points off league leaders Arsenal, and improvements are needed sharply. With that being said, reports suggest that Slot is already eyeing further reinforcements in the January window, and one of the names being mentioned could be an absolute masterstroke. 19-year-old midfielder catching the eye. According to soccernews.nl, Liverpool are interested in a potential move for AZ midfielder Keis Smid. The report suggests that Slot has been a huge admirer of the teenager even since the young age of 10 years old. Liverpool's title-winning head coach could be reunited with his former wonderkid, with the Reds reportedly joining many top European clubs in the race for his signature. Barcelona, Real Madrid and Newcastle United are just some of the other clubs credited with interest in the youngster. Who is Keis Smid? Despite his young age, Smid has already made it 50 senior appearances for AZ's first team. The 2025-26 season has been a brilliant campaign for the Dutchman, featuring in 11 of 12 possible Eredivisie and notching 4 direct goal involvements. His underlying numbers are even more impressive, ranking in the 90th percentile for progressive carries and successful take-ons for midfielders. In the final third, Smid also shines, averaging 4.12 shot-creating actions per 90 minutes, which places him in the 93rd percentile for midfielders. Although he may not have the defensive steel and physicality that could immediately fix Liverpool's midfield issues, his potential makes him a standout option in the current market. Liverpool are closing in on massive transfer breakthroughs as Arne Slot targets a Ballon d'Or nominated striker and a £100m rated genius midfielder. With David Ornstein confirming key developments and top journalists reporting 2 world-class signings in progress, the Reds could be preparing for one of their most spectacular windows ever. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is spectacular Liverpool signing boosted by huge David Ornstein update. Bournemouth will be powerless to stop Antoine Semenyo joining an elite Premier League club such as Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester City in 2026, it has been revealed. The Athletic's David Ornstein has stated that Semenyo's new Bournemouth contract, which was signed in July, includes a release clause, formally set at £65 million, €74 million /$85.5 million. The Cherries told interested clubs that it would take a £70 million, €79.5 million /$92 million bid to sign the winger in the summer, which followed inquiries from Manchester United and Tottenham, but Bournemouth subsequently had to lower that fee to get him to sign a new deal. The exit clause will become active in January and must be triggered by a specific date. This process would give Bournemouth a couple of weeks to land a replacement. Antoine Semenyo's journey to the top. Spent time at the likes of Bath City, Bristol City, and Newport County before joining Bournemouth. Hit new heights last season, registering 13 goals and 7 assists in 42 matches. Has performed even better this term, notching 6 goals and 3 assists in 12 games. The release clause is available to any team. Interestingly, Ornstein adds that it will drop come the summer, allowing one of Semenyo's potential suitors to get him for an even lower price. While the journalist notes that Liverpool, Spurs and City have all been linked with the forward, he stops short of confirming interest from any particular club. Bournemouth aim to keep Semenyo until the end of the season, but they reluctantly accept they may be powerless to prevent his exit in the winter transfer window. Ornstein update to kickstart transfer battle. While the 25-year-old's departure would be a severe blow, Andoni Iraola's side proved over the summer that they can effectively replace stars sold for big profit. We revealed on Thursday that Liverpool are preparing to fight Spurs for Semenyo's capture. So Ornstein's update represents great news for Arne Slot. City were linked with a move for Semenyo on Sunday, with Pep Guardiola having already called him extraordinary. Last month, sources confirmed to us that Spurs are on the Ghana internationals trail, even after the return of co-sporting director Fabio Paratici. Semenyo is Spurs' top attacking target heading into January, with Monaco star Magnus Akliush also on their shortlist. Ornstein has confirmed information from our transfer correspondent Dean Jones, who predicted that Semenyo's release clause is in the mid-60s. Semenyo could replace Sulla at Liverpool. We expect Liverpool to swoop for Semenyo next summer, rather than in January, but Ornstein has revealed that the opportunity is there for a winter deal if they so wish. Spurs or City entering talks for the player could spark Liverpool into action. Slot sees Semenyo as a perfect successor for Mo Salah on the right flank. While Salah's form has noticeably dipped this season, Semenyo has established himself as one of the best attackers in the Premier League. Where Semenyo goes next will likely impact which position he operates in most weeks. With Brennan Johnson and Mohamed Kudus available on the right, Spurs are desperate for an elite left winger to join, viewing Semenyo as the perfect solution. Whereas at Anfield, Semenyo would help Liverpool move on from Sulla, ready for when the 33-year-old decides to retire. Liverpool are closing in on massive transfer breakthroughs as Arne Slot targets a Ballon d'Or nominated striker and a £100m rated genius midfielder. With David Ornstein confirming key developments and top journalists reporting 2 world-class signings in progress, the Reds could be preparing for one of their most spectacular windows ever. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our fourth news is Slot's own Gerrard. Liverpool enter talks to sign £100 million, genius. Liverpool splashed the big bucks and then some over the summer, hopeful of retaining their Premier League title in style. However, the majority of the whopping £415 million spent now looks as if it has gone down the drain, with both Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak remaining goalless, despite costing a combined £225 million to bring to Anfield. Arne Slot thankfully has the January transfer window coming into view now to try and turn around his side's lackluster campaign, with Liverpool all the way down in 8th position at the moment, as Manchester United are even ahead of the Reds on goal difference. Liverpool planning to spend big again. You would think that the Merseyside Giants might be more cautious in the transfer department after such a wild summer spending spree. However, reports suggest that the underwhelming reigning champions could go all out to try and win Michael Ollis from Bayern Munich for an astronomical £177 million fee. Moreover, one of the best players in the top flight this term in the shape of Antoine Semenyo is reportedly also on their radar as they try to upgrade on an attack that looks short on confidence, even with Mohamed Salah starting week in, week out. On top of flashy recruits being rumored to join the Anfield ranks in attack, an update from Liverpool-based writer David Ornstein has also revealed that the Reds are holding initial talks with Crystal Palace over midfield star Adam Wharton. It is stated that the move is more likely for the summer of 2026 than the upcoming January window, but never say never when it comes to Liverpool's ambition in this department, with it also being revealed back in September that the English international's preference, if he were to leave the Eagles behind, was a switch to Slot and company. Having just made his first start for the Three Lions during this international break, the sky really does appear to be the limit for Wharton currently. With a mammoth £100 million price tag also above his head, how Wharton can become Slot's own Gerrard. As Slot looks to reshape his midfield in 2026, he could find a new beating heart at the center of his team in the form of Wharton, much like a certain Steven Gerrard was back in the day. Liverpool splashed the big bucks and then some over the summer, hopeful of retaining their Premier League title in style. However, the majority of the whopping £415 million spent now looks as if it has gone down the drain, with both Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak remaining goalless, despite costing a combined £225 million to bring to Anfield. Most expensive summer deals 2025-26, timeless. Arne Slot thankfully has the January transfer window coming into view now to try and turn around his side's lackluster campaign, with Liverpool all the way down in 8th position at the moment, as Manchester United are even ahead of the Reds on goal difference. Liverpool planning to spend big again. You would think that the Merseyside Giants might be more cautious in the transfer department after such a wild summer spending spree. However, reports suggest that the underwhelming reigning champions could go all out to try and win Michael Ollis from Bayern Munich for an astronomical £177 million fee. Ollis. Moreover, one of the best players in the top flight this term in the shape of Antoine Semenyo is reportedly also on their radar as they try to upgrade on an attack that looks short on confidence, even with Mohamed Salah starting week in, week out. On top of flashy recruits being rumored to join the Anfield ranks in attack, an update from Liverpool-based writer David Ornstein has also revealed that the Reds are holding initial talks with Crystal Palace over midfield star Adam Wharton. FFC header Transfer Focus. Transfer Focus. Mega money deals, controversial moves and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. It is stated that the move is more likely for the summer of 2026 than the upcoming January window, but never say never when it comes to Liverpool's ambition in this department, with it also being revealed back in September that the English international's preference, if he were to leave the Eagles behind, was a switch to Slot and company. Having just made his first start for the Three Lions during this international break, the sky really does appear to be the limit for Wharton currently, with a mammoth £100 million price tag also above his head, how Wharton can become Slot's own Gerrard. As Slot looks to reshape his midfield in 2026, he could find a new beating heart at the center of his team in the form of Wharton, much like a certain Steven Gerrard was back in the day. By the close of his distinguished career at the very top, Gerrard was showered with some immense praise, with Gabriel Agbonlahor notably once describing him as the best midfielder in Premier League history, even ahead of Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne has won a lot more, but Steven Gerrard, for me, has to be in first position. Agbonlahor. Indeed, away from bagging a stunning 186 goals and picking up 155 assists for his boyhood club, the well-rounded servant also closed out his long-standing career on Merseyside with a Champions League title. As Liverpool's website affectionately put it when Gerrard hung up his boots, the Englishman was a revered gladiator for his boyhood side. Of course, it would be crazy to expect Wharton to be as impactful from minute one of his own Anfield journey, but in time, he could be Gerrard 2.0, displaying a similar level of composure and ball manipulation from midfield. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our fifth news is Liverpool key contract renewals amid midfield stability. Liverpool's hierarchy are moving quietly but confidently behind the scenes as talks continue over new contracts for Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai. With all three midfielders central to Arne Slot's plans, positive developments in these discussions could provide the kind of stability that defines the next phase of the club's evolution. Speaking to Dave Davis for Anfield Index, respected journalist David Lynch offered insight into the current state of negotiations. He explained, "It's interesting that it's quieter around Mac Allister's future and that noise about him going to Spain just keeps bubbling up, so that might be one to keep an eye on." While speculation continues over the World Cup winner, Liverpool's focus appears firmly set on securing the futures of two key performers who have already flourished under Slot. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai impress in transitional season. Despite Liverpool's mixed start to the campaign, both Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai have proven their world-class ability. Gravenberch's growing confidence in possession, coupled with Szoboszlai's relentless energy and creativity, has been a major positive in a season where consistency has proved elusive. Lynch revealed, "The talks with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai are a lot more positive and they seem comfortable and happy to renew." That assessment underlines a sense of contentment among the pair, both of whom appear settled in Merseyside and motivated to play central roles in Slot's long-term vision. Liverpool's midfield, revamped less than 2 years ago, has shown flashes of the balance that Arne Slot prizes. Gravenberch's technical precision and ability to control tempo have drawn praise, while Szoboszlai's adaptability continues to make him one of the Premier League's most dynamic midfielders. Positive noises from Liverpool's camp. The tone around these talks suggests optimism. Lynch added, "Liverpool will want to get those deals wrapped up now and the noises are really positive." In a club famed for meticulous contract planning, such an early push to renew deals for two young, influential players sends a strong message about their place in the team's future. Gravenberch, still only in his early 20s, has embraced the demands of English football with maturity. Szoboszlai, meanwhile, has become a leader on the pitch, his work ethic and ambition aligning perfectly with Slot's tactical ideals. Gravenberch has always seemed keen to renew and Szoboszlai also seems happy, Lynch concluded. "I'd say that it's a matter of when, not if." Strategic continuity under Arne Slot. Arne Slot's debut season delivered a Premier League title, but sustaining success will depend on keeping key personnel settled and motivated. Ensuring contract stability for Gravenberch and Szoboszlai would represent another layer of Slot's blueprint for continuity, something Liverpool's hierarchy has prioritized since his arrival. With rumors swirling around Mac Allister's long-term intentions, Liverpool's ability to lock down other core players could prove vital. In a landscape where elite midfielders are in high demand, the club's quiet confidence in securing renewals for Gravenberch and Szoboszlai reflects both a forward-thinking approach and the strength of the current project at Anfield. Liverpool fans will watch with optimism, knowing that the core of their midfield rebuild looks ready to commit for the long haul, ensuring that the team's spine remains strong as the Slot era continues to evolve. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool take crucial step towards enormous £100 million deal. Liverpool have taken an all-important step towards another £100 million transfer. Could they make it 3 within a year? Liverpool will start to look at their midfield in 2026 after spending enormously on their defence and attack earlier this year. The Reds spent record amounts, in fact, twice breaking their overall record to sign Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong are the most expensive fullbacks in Liverpool's history, too, while Giovanni Leone is the most expensive teenager. This was a summer unlike any other. Liverpool even tried to add Mark Guéhi to their collection, willing to spend around £30 million to sign the Crystal Palace captain despite him only having 1 year left on his deal. That deal collapsed right at the last minute, of course, but that certainly wasn't because of the Reds not wanting it to happen. And so in 2026, Liverpool will need to tidy up their centre-back situation as well as continue their rebuild in other areas. One of those is midfield, the only area of the pitch they didn't really touch back in the summer, Elliot Anderson's asking price. The Mirror reported last week that Liverpool are one of the major clubs keeping tabs on Elliot Anderson. The midfielder has blossomed into one of the best in the Premier League since joining Nottingham Forest from Newcastle United. And Forest's struggles naturally make a transfer look near inevitable. Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea are also looking at Anderson, who would carry that all-important homegrown status. The Telegraph has now moved to report that Forest would sell Anderson next year, though not in January. They're not going to make it easy, though, as they want £100 million from any buying club. Some good and bad there, then. It's an important step forwards for any deal, that Forest admit they would sell. They've naturally set the price sky high, but Liverpool now know there is a deal there to be done. Now the question becomes, is he worth £100 million? And that's a tricky one. With the homegrown status, Anderson may well be worth that to an English team. But Liverpool also don't necessarily need a new starting midfielder as much as they'd like one. It makes the price tag a difficult and risky one to swallow, even if it's an admittance that Anderson is available. A step forward, then, but there are still tricky questions to answer. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.